Enter the game from December 22nd through December 31st. And grab your gift from Wargaming and Vinnie Jones. 𝗏𝘚 the Tank. This free T9 vehicle awaits you. The gift will be wrapped in bright wrapping paper in the form of a 2D style.
Wow! Up the ante, Wargaming. Bravo! None of your Tier 2 or Tier 3 Panzerwagon 39 New Year's gift. You get a Tier 9. The vehicle's not that great though, but hey, no more fiddling around with the token machine like with the Object 283. So none of the rental or other crap, none of the gambling. You get the vehicle, but there's going to be a lot of 15 patents versus 15 patents. So if you're playing an OP Tier 9, then you're probably going to farm a lot of the patents like the Concept 1B, but hey, free is free. So happy holiday, folks! Let's quickly recap the third M54 Renegade in the game. So the third T54E2 turret on a M48 patent chassis with a 120mm technically, but it's a little bit different than the T54 heavy tank. It's more like the T54E2's turret compared to the larger turret with less gun depression, but it has less alpha than the 450 alpha on the T54 patent or T54 heavy. That thing is a weird hybrid. It's not even like the original T54 heavy, which is supposed to be an autoloader, but whatever. So let's recap the stats. It's a special tank, not a premium. Otherwise, kind of broken to give out Tier 9 premiums for free, right? The same gun that's on the T95E6 120mm. 4-man crew, fits all the medium tanks. It is a medium, as it should be, as opposed to the actual Renegade, but firepower wise, it's a heavy tank gun, practically. DPM is kinda low for medium tanks at Tier 9. Usually they have about 2,500, so okay, it's workable, but it's not the greatest. Accuracy, kinda crap. Aim time, kinda crap. 10 degrees of gun depression, 20 elevation. Traverse is fast enough, but fat medium tank levels. Penetration is alright, 400 alpha. So yeah, Tier 9s usually have high pen or high DPM, like with the Centurion compared to the T54 or even the M47. So this one has the high pen but less DPM version of the gun, but it's still okay. I mean, dispersion wise, not the greatest while moving. So it's like a Leopard 1 prototype, but it's not that accurate, even though dispersion is not that great. Ugh. It's not a sniping gun. It's even worse than the Leopard prototype. Oh, you're not shooting this gun while moving. Please don't. But yeah, DPM is it's okay. It's more like the Centurion, right? Yeah, it's close to the Centurion, but you don't have Centurion's accuracy. You do have a lot better turret traverse dispersion at the cost of moving the hull and traversing the hull dispersion. I mean, also less penetration too, don't forget. Okay, it is a 120, but yeah, it doesn't have the punching power of the actual T54 heavy tank at Tier 9. Where the hell is the T54? It's a weird hybrid. That thing has 450 alpha and better gun depression at the cost of mobility. So this vehicle is okay of a heavy tank gun on a medium tank chassis, but armor wise, it's a patent. So 1700 health, like a mostly heavy tank-ish or light heavy tank-ish design, but yeah, cupola on top, definitely weak spot, 76mm. Ugh. You do have troll-ish area around the turret, but there are areas that are not as well sloped, like the viewports. That's a viewport, right? No, that's a bow machine gun. No, that's a coaxial machine gun, not bow machine gun. Yeah, that's a coax. Viewport is right there, technically. Yeah, those are flat, somewhat. So there are weak spots in front of the turret, but shoot the cupola, obviously. Yep. View slits and coaxial machine gun, kind of weak. Hull armor is only 110 to about 160mm effective, so actually it's actually weaker than the actual patent. Patent has about I say about 200mm on the upper plate, so kinda slightly weaker from what I remember, but yeah, memory is getting faulty. Oh well. 76 at the hull sides. It is somewhat V-shaped, so you could throw a few technically shots if they're shooting between the tracks. But yeah, actual armor is only 50 above the tracks, or for the engine deck, with only 20mm of track covering it as space armor. 25 for the engine deck. Ugh. But armor, yeah, it's medium tank. Definitely medium tank. It's still no T54 heavy tank, but that thing still has a gigantic tumor on top. So you get what you expect out of a Patton at tier 9. So mobility wise, kinda okay. Still sluggish for a medium, right? 40 kilometers per hour top speed. Horsepower per ton ratio of 15.5, weighs about 50-ish tons. A Traverse fat medium tank. So, it is faster than the T54 heavy tank, but is it faster than a Yo tank? It is faster than a Yo tank. That's good. Same top speed though, but let's see medium tanks. M46, M47 pan? Nope. Less horsepower per ton ratio, but a lot better terrain resistance. Effectively, still a little bit slower because of the top speed. Dispersion is not even close. Yeah, and DPM is also not close. Yeah, it's a slow heavy tank. Slow medium tank. Not heavy. Heavy medium. It's even slower than the Centurion in terms of top speed and horsepower per ton ratio. Still better terrain resistance, but effectively, yeah, less top speed. And Traverse too. Also health. And turret armor. And penetration. Oh god. So yeah, mobility is not the strongest. Camo, yeah, heavy tank. For a medium tank. And view range is actually kind of crap. Only 380 for American or British vehicle. For Allied vehicles, that is kind of crap. Centurion has 410. Yep, Centurion has 410. Same goes with the M47. Yep, 410 on the M47. So view range is kind of blind. Is it the same as the T54? It's even worse than the T54 heavy tank by 20 meters. I mean, granted, you have better camo and the same health. Oh god, T54 has no health. Better top speed, but less gun depression, better terrain resistance. So basically, you're playing the T54 heavy tank, except you have a less punching power of a gun, but more accuracy, worse dispersion than the T54 heavy tank, and carry less ammo. Potential damage on this vehicle seems kinda wonky, but is it as bad as the Object 252 recently came out? Not as bad. Okay, that's good. If you spam too much in the 252, oh 752, 252, 752, yeah, if you spam too much, you run out of shells. So 30 rounds of the 122 is kind of devastating, but yeah, it's getting there. It's not as bad, but it's kind of close. How the hell would I rate this thing? It's okay, it's a gift. Don't look at a gift horse in the mouth, right? It's free, it's free. It's a lot better than a 𝗪𝘓𝟏�39, but it's a lot different than playing an actual medium tank. It's a lot slower. So it is more like a heavy tank, which it should not be. It's a medium tank chassis, but for tier 9 medium tanks, yeah, you're not competing with the M47 Patton or M46 in terms of DPM. This thing has a lot of freaking DPM and very quick to aim, accurate gun too, but penetration is the downside. You can negate that with gold shell. So the good thing about the 120mm is the high explosive anti-tank penetration is pretty decent. So when all else fails, you have a good gold shell. Yeah, gold shell, high explosive anti-tank, 300mm of pen, that is pretty good. So compared to the average 270 or so for the sub-penetration guns of tier 9 medium tanks like the M47, M46. So these have 270? Close enough, 270 for the APCR rounds, but these things are about DPM, hitting weak spots. So And this thing has a little bit better of a turret design, less cupola on top, but free gift is free. I mean, the closest vehicle is probably the T54 heavy tank, just a little bit faster than that vehicle, at the cost of premium tank status. But yeah, this thing, it's also a T54, but this thing should have a autoloader for the initial version of the T54 American heavy tank, or American medium tank technically. But yeah, this thing should have an autoloader. It doesn't. It's okay, it's fine. It's about 2,500 DPM with the rammer, but you probably will want a rammer, vents, maybe a turbocharger also would help. Yeah, turbocharger or vertical stabilizer. Yeah, vertical stabilizer is kind of a must, but then again, you forgo the optics, which you also probably need on that vehicle. Oh god, the layout is kind of crap. It's yeah, rammer, vertical stabilizer, possibly vents. You could switch with turbocharger, but yeah, I think the vertical stabilizer is probably a must. The Dispersion is utter crap while moving the hull and traversing the hull, but I mean, unless you want to snipe, but you have to move about. You have to traverse and move about to throw off shots to your cupola. Vertical stabilizer is probably a must. Alright, is it versatile? It should be. It's versatile. Alright, so basically the same field mods as the M47. So hull traverse speed or penalty to your damage ammo rack or engine. I say better traverse. I mean, if you're having a damage ammo rack, just repair kit. If you damage it twice, you're playing way too aggressive. Calm your horses. But dispersion or accuracy? Dispersion. The M46 patent has a very good dispersion. That's why I chose the accuracy. So for this vehicle, definitely dispersion. Camo or reverse speed? I chose somehow camo, but if you have a turbocharger, that helps out with reverse speed anyways, so I chose camo. Even though the patent doesn't really have that good camo, but this one's up to you, right? This one's really up to you. And finally, top speed or view range? Oh god, both suck. 40 kilometers per hour view range, or 40 kilometers per hour top speed and 380 meters of view range. Both are crap, but top speed is more effective in tight areas like towns or actually cover. You don't need that much view range. But if you have good teammates, you don't need the view range, right? If you have bad teammates, you don't need the top speed. You just camp. This one's up to you. But overall, it's okay. I mean, it's a free gift. Beating a dead horse, but hey, that's actually pretty nice. Free camo too. Oh wow. It's still like a 4.5 out of 10. It feels meh. It really does. Compared to the M47, yeah, I'd gladly play with this thing all day long. I would definitely play with this thing all day long. Would I play with this vehicle or this thing? Oh god. I mean, on paper it doesn't look that bad, right? On paper it looks fine, but somehow this thing kind of feels like the worst tier 9 medium tank out there. Like, yeah, it doesn't feel comfortable playing with this thing. The gun is not that accurate in terms of turret traverse dispersion. I think it sucks for turret traverse than hull traverse, but somehow playing with this vehicle doesn't feel that good. So yeah, I would rather play with the patent than this thing. I prefer the gun depression, but it's still kind of crap. 4.5 out of 10. There you go, folks. It's okay. Would I play it over the T54 heavy tank? Ooh, that is another big question. Would I play with the patent as opposed to this thing? This thing has the bite. This thing has the alpha bite, but doesn't have the speed. Ah, crap. It is also not as squirrely as the actual Renegade at tier 8. Not as fast to traverse or move about too, but it also has no health whatsoever. 1700 health is pretty crap for a tier 9 heavy tank. Yeah, maybe I'll rather play with the patent, but if the patent has premium tank status, I'll probably play with the patent. But on the same level, they're about the same tide, 4 to 4.5 out of 10. So yeah, it's kind of crap. Yeah, even the Renegade has more view range at freaking tier 8 compared to a tier 9 medium tank. Also, what's funny is the Renegade at tier 8 has the same DPM as a tier 9 heavy tank. Oh, the same freaking DPM. Yeah, this thing is good. This thing is okay. 4 or 4.5 out of 10. Well, there you go, folks. Enjoy your holidays. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Flying Spaghetti Anniversary, whatever the hell. But yeah, prepare to log in for 15 patents versus 15 patents. So if you have a Concept 1B, then holy crap, you'll go through all these vehicles like nothing. If you have one of these, oh boy, it's a slaughter farm fest. But as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.